Good evening, and welcome to Dan Bain's Sleepy Time Mumbles, a podcast you can miss. I'm Dan Bain, and every episode I improvise a low-stakes podcast for you to fall asleep to. Friends, I'm very excited to present a new Christmas episode to add to the canon of Christmas episodes. Maybe I should do a Christmas omnibus. We might have enough episodes to justify it. Good thinking in the moment there, Daniel. Someone make a note of that. If only I was recording. Anyway, to add to my Christmas canon, which is one gift per child, which is like a Christmas listing, like a gift listing episode. That's a good one. And then the classic Sleepy Time Mumbles Christmas episode, of course, is Christmas Lies from New Zealand, where I invented some Christmas traditions. Cultural Christmas decisions in a kind of satirical, these are things New Zealanders do sort of mode. But this is a third and final. So my Christmas gift to you. I'm not sure if all of those episodes are available, unless, of course, you're a subscriber. And if you'd like access to every episode of Sleepy Time Mumbles that has ever been recorded, that's now, well in excess of 100. If the most recent 50 episodes aren't enough for you, if you crave novelty in your boredom, then boy do I have the subscription package for you. That would be a nice Christmas present for me, and maybe for you as well, because you could feel the joy of giving. Anyway, notes for that are in the show notes. But no pressure. But a good Christmas present might be, if you know someone that can't sleep, in these Sophie plays. I know you're already asleep, but some of us are still on the way. If you know someone who can't sleep in these troubled times, then feel free to tell them about the show. But not now. That can wait. For now, put down your phone, turn off your screens, close your eyes. Now it's time to be mumbled to sleep. Season 6, Episode 19. Who will bring what this Christmas? Alright, everyone. Thank you so much for coming over today. So nice to get everyone in the same room, apart from, yes, Geraldine isn't here, but other Caroline not here either. Okay, yes, that's fine. So apart from Geraldine, Caroline, and obviously their kids, so Sebastopol, and Cerberus. The Sebs. Obviously, apart from them, great to have everyone here, and I thought it would just be useful in the build up to Christmas. It might just be worthwhile to avoid double ups and to just make sure everything goes according to plan. Just work out a little bit who will be at what part of Christmas. So who's going to be where for what parts of the day, and what everyone is going to bring. So, yeah, just so we don't end up with 3 cases of wine and 3 different types of Caesar salad, like 2023. Yeah, no one's blaming you, Sharon. No one's blaming you. But I guess we're just here. It was a disaster. So I guess we're just, well, everyone was hungry, weren't they? So we're just going to take this time to allocate some roles, and like if you have a speciality, obviously there's some flexibility there. We can be flexible with what you bring. Sorry, dietary requirements. Yep. I've worked that into it. So just to make sure that there is a good a range of vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, keto, and normal option. What do I mean by normal? I'm not willing to get into that conversation right now. You know what I mean? Default. Omnivorous. No, there's no judgment attached to that. Maybe that's my biases. Okay, well, irrespective of how much work I need to do on my unconscious biases, what I have done quite a considerable amount of work on is making this plan for who's bringing what for Christmas. So what are the chances that you're just going to go to the bathroom? Okay. Do you want us to... You don't want us to wait. You don't think that there'll be information at the start of this that you'll need to hear? Corey? No? Okay, well, he's gone. I am just concerned because the first thing on my list is for him to bring. So, all right. Does anyone have any? While we're waiting, does anyone have any questions so far, or want to put any preferences or requests in place? Maybe now is the time to do it while we're waiting. No? Just gonna... Okay, just as we go along. Right. Corey, welcome back. Alright, so here we go. Who is going to bring what to Christmas? Now, Christmas Day is going to be broken up into discrete, kind of 3 discrete time periods. Period 1, brunch. This is going to go from 10 to 12:30 approximately. Okay, it may go a bit later, but it is important that you are here as close to 10 as possible, because it's it's a long day and we need to get things. We can't start late. Okay. So, brunch things. 10 o'clock here. First of all, Corey, you are going to bring croissants and bagels. So that's kind of a baked goods responsibility there. My suggestion would be bring them, heat them here. Do not, remember, if you're using frozen croissants, they've got to come out the night before, ma'am. You can't turn up with them frozen because you can't defrost them in time. They won't they don't respond to the microwave. Well, it's the butter, isn't it? It's the layers of butter in the pastry. You can't, it doesn't respond well to microwave energy, does it? Okay. Go for maybe a dozen of each. Okay. There will also be please don't panic that there won't be something toastable. That's just okay. Jams, preserves here, so no problem there. Tony, can I get you to be responsible for juice and bubbles? So for mimosas, etc., for grown-ups, and juice for children. So maybe let's say 6 bottles of bubbles. Okay, and they'll last. That's not just for breakfast. That's gonna, or maybe it's not. And yeah, a couple of bottles of the big ones of orange juice, and maybe like apple juice, or I don't know, dealer's choice. You don't get cranberry. No one likes it. Well, I don't care if you've got a urinary tract infection. That you deal with that in your own time. Right. I'm going to bring a dairy, so cheese, cream cheese, cream. Okay. Karen, could you please bring salmon? Okay. Smoked, could be thin sliced, could be just the whatever, doesn't really matter. Get a bargain. Don't be afraid to be generous. It's only Christmas once a year. Damien, you're going to bring bacon and like breakfast sausages, please. The little ones, not big ones. No one needs a big. Yeah, I know you love the gourmet kind of butcher big sausage. It's not necessary. So don't. No, there's so much other stuff. Okay, so just little breakfast sausages exist for a reason. Okay. Shannon, mushrooms, please. I'll have bought cream, so if we're gonna cook some mushrooms, and if you could also bring beans, beans, for that kind of cooked breakfast. Ronaldo, could you please bring, let's say, a dozen grapefruit. Yeah, we're doing grapefruit again. Yep. I like it. I think it's a good, fresh way to start the day. No, I don't want melon. No, I don't like melon. It tastes like... Why? Because it tastes like slimy pumpkin. Okay? It tastes like slimy pumpkin. And I don't want it on Christmas. Okay? And I made the list. You want melon, have it at home before you come. Because if you bring it around, I will drop kick it out the back door into the creek because I hate it. Okay, so fruit, baked goods, alcoholic beverages. Janine, could you bring a just a box of like a muesli, kind of a nice cereal, just one. Not many people, I imagine, will have cereal, but if just for those who are religious about breakfast cereal, and if you could bring both kinds of milk, so a real milk and a fake milk. Well, no, it's not that I think that there's an inherent fakeness to it. It's just sorry, if you could bring an animal-based milk and a plant-based milk, that would be ideal and would really cater to everyone's choices. Are you happy with that? Is that, yeah? Yep, you've policed my language enough. But no, it's not that I disagree with you. It's just that this has taken me a long time, and my focus has been on my priorities have been on logistics rather than semantics. I think if you could just, it would be so good if you could just imagine that I am doing this in good faith, and I am not. I am not actively trying to demean anyone. It's just you have a lot of different requirements. I'm not sorry. I don't think I'm heated. I don't think I'm getting heated. I think I'm defining my boundaries, and advocating for my best self. Coffee. We will need a couple of bags of coffee. Candy, could I get you to please bring those? And if someone can just get like a chocolatey treat thing, just enough for everyone to have one small like individually wrapped little thing, not after dinner mints, but something in that genre. A Beulah, I'm going to allocate that to you. okay? And also, no, you can't be trusted with anything else. Just that. And can you not, I know you are really getting back into roller skating, but could the skates stay at home on Christmas, please? Okay, well, can you take them off in the house? Okay, well, let's put a pin in that. We'll sidebar that, and let's have another discussion about. We're not discussing this now. Okay. Okay, so that is brunch. Now, 2:00, lunch will start. Can I just get a show of hands if you are here for lunch? Just to double check against my list. Sam, you said you were going to be here for lunch. Hands not up. You've changed your mind. Okay. Okay. No. That's fine. No, I just. Oh boy. Okay, just give me a. Just give me a minute to adjust some things. Oh. Okay. No Sam. Okay. All right. We'll try this. Okay. So no Sam, and it's definite. Yeah, definitely. It's just because you are coming for brunch, yeah. And so, I mean, I just don't want to be in a situation where you come for brunch, you're having a great time, everyone's having a great time. We're all gonna have a really great time because everything's gonna be so planned. There's not gonna be anything to argue about because we're removing that potential. Now I'm doing that. I'm doing that for all of us. No, I'm not. If you think I enjoy this, you don't even know who I am. You don't know, well, you don't know who I am. This is my least favourite version of myself to be. No, I'm just saying, if you're having a nice time and then you decide to stick around after the designated brunch time, when we're into the designated lunch time, I mean, that's a bit unfair, isn't it? For everyone. For yourself as well, you know? Like, you've denied yourself the opportunity to participate and be part of it. And isn't that a huge part of the Christmas spirit? Goodwill to all men. No, I obviously mean humanity. I obviously mean humanity. That's the saying. Well, it's not up to me to update it. I'm not the updater of sayings. Of course I mean women. Oz, Season 6, Episode 19, Who is Bringing What for Christmas? Sleepy Time Mumbles is produced by Nurse Octopus Theatre, etc., and is created and hosted by me, Dan Bain. Subscribe and follow on the internet if you love to click. But until next time, good night. Sleep tight.